Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever it is you are. I've got the lovely Cat Mitchell with me, and we're broadcasting on the Coming Home to You network. So, Cat, we were talking there a few minutes ago now about our Irish heritage and what that means. Would you like to say a little bit about that, or how it is you all got started?
So the Irish roots are still a mystery for me, and it's still a goal or vision to explore that a little more and find out where I came from and what that means and you know, what part of Irish I might actually connect to or relate
Yeah,
to. Um, so, and it's kind of cool that you have this group of coming home to you, and it's like, well, what is home or where
yeah,
is home? And, is home like this exploration of what's possible?
yeah. And I was finding it interesting too that like I said, the Coming Home to You is like with our surname or with our ethnicity that we're always asking, where did I come from, or where is my lineage, where did that come from, and how is that affecting how I show up now today? And have you any thoughts on that? Is for me, a lot of Irish people great storytellers, and we'd be great storytellers and singing, and you'd always find us in the middle of a party.
Well, I don't know if I picked up that part of it. I think I picked up the Irish fire that I call it. So a little bit of spice infused in my verbiage. So I might have a little spiciness to me at times and um, a little bit of, I know when I was younger, a little bit of my way or the highway type.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe that is where the Irish roots were, where they began. Um, and I've tried to calm down and put out a little bit of that fire because I wasn't a nice person when I was growing.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be like that sometimes. But I think we need to have that fire though in us to I think to move forward or to move ahead in life. We need to sort of have that little bit of what's it, a little bit of spunk, as they say, to get us moving.
Well, and I think when I can probably honestly say that when I was younger, the spice was more of a fear spice. It's like, I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. I didn't feel like I was able to be who I wanted to be. I felt like I had to be who I should be
Yeah.
or how people defined, defined me, how my parents defined me, how my grandparents defined me. Um, and then as I got older, it's like, wait a minute, I get to choose. So it's that choice and permission that I didn't feel like I had, even though I probably did. It's just that when I was younger, it's like, we don't know what we don't know until we
Exactly.
start going through life going, hey, I can make different choices. I can
Mm.
be a different person than what maybe I was, raised to believe I needed to be.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and like that too, I think a lot of us are sort of we're all sort of programmed and conditioned or being told this is what you're going to do or this is the way you should be going. And it's only as we inquire and maybe feel that this is not really me. This doesn't really suit me, and I need to sort of change it. So you mentioned the catapult program. What sort of brought you into the catapult program?
Ooh, what brought me in? Well, I've had so I still have a dead Facebook group. I call it dead because I started it like 3+ years ago. I might have 9 people in there.
Okay,
And I haven't gone into it in only over a year. I think I just checked to see how many people I had when I first started, or when I first was introduced to Bump via Lorna, and she started talking about Facebook groups. I'm like, let me just go see what that Facebook group looks like. I think I need to revive it.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I just got an email this morning, or I got two emails this morning from two different groups saying, hey, you may want to revive your Facebook group and get noticed because Facebook groups get like 10 times the attention than Facebook business or,
Okay.
just being out there in Facebook land. Like, 10 times. That sounds powerful.
That,
And
yeah,
so, yeah, that's the reason why it's like, I think I need to you know, get my ducks in a row and, really get focused on what the catapult program can bring me or what it
yeah,
can do for me and what that would look like.
absolutely, absolutely. And if you don't mind me asking, what would you hope to achieve, or what would you hope to aim out of that, or what is it you like to bring to the table that you feel you're not bringing at the moment?
Well, it's more of social media and I have a love-hate relationship. I came from corporate and I remember being in corporate going, and people were talking about Facebook and talking about LinkedIn. I'm like, yeah, I have no reason to ever go out there.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, there's there's nothing that I need to focus on out in social media land. And then I left my job and decided to start a business. And I left my job not because I got a buyout, not because, things were really good. I left my job because family needed me. I've been a family caregiver for 10 years and I was taking care of my mom already with Alzheimer's dementia. And then when my brother had a stroke, it's like, all right, I can't do it all. It's like I can't put in 12-hour day work days and take care of two family members that need like pretty much a lot of my time.
yeah,
So I just severed the ties without any plan. Not the best approach. And I'm still moving forward. That was 2019. But I'm still adjusting to the social media,
yeah,
connections and visibility and attention. And I know that being part of Bump, doing the interviews and all of that has really helped me get more comfortable.
yeah,
And now Catapult is that next step of, all right, let's revive the Facebook group. Let's become visible. Let's start connecting with people, um, with an intentional purpose
yeah,
and really start building those relationships. And part of it is actually learning also what does it mean to build relationships, as somebody that was raised on building relationships in person.
mm,
It's like, what does it really mean to build those relationships in a virtual space? So it's all of that that's been a layered on. Um, it's like a bunch of stepping stones that I've been
yeah,
on, and now Bump and Catapult and all of that is starting to help me make more sense of it.
yeah, absolutely. And being a caregiver, that's what I was doing too for the last 5 years or so. And I got to the stage now, I'm back. Who am I? What do I want to do? And how do I want to show up? And so
Right.
I'm still asking myself those questions and being curious. And this is a great platform for doing that. But we meet some very interesting people. And by talking to them and that, we kind of listen and sort of say, oh, yeah, maybe I could do that. That there's something in there, or it brings us out. And I suppose
Yeah.
the most important thing is the communication between people and the speaking and actually getting up here and doing this brings you out of yourself. And it's like, yeah, um, this is good. I'm enjoying this and let's see where it goes.
Right. Yes. Because I started my coaching journey back when I was in corporate, but I didn't really know what it meant to be a coach because I utilized it more as, I was working with multinational teams, so helping just to communicate as we were building software projects. So to be out in the world, to go through what I've experienced now, and my caregiving journey, so to speak, just ended last year.
Right.
So now it's like, all right, now I have this freedom to figure out what's next. I have this path or these paths. It's like, all right, which direction am I going to go? And yeah, the building of the relationships, the speaking, all of that. Now the doors are starting to open. I'm like, well, that's a lot.
Mm,
And now it's like slowly going forward into all of that. So yeah, you know, it really it it's stepping back and reflecting and then taking those steps forward and knowing that, the possibility. And I love that your background with the flowers because I feel like the possibilities are
yeah.
blossoming with all of that.
Yeah, that's the thing with fields of sunflowers. You don't just see one, you see hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, well done and congratulations for stepping up and for being curious as to what might happen. I think when we get curious about life, then we allow doors to open or we allow things to evolve rather than saying, "Oh, this has to happen or that has to happen." So
Yeah.
that's that. Yeah. So have you met any nice people along the way?
A lot of nice people along the way. And I feel like I'm traveling as I'm meeting people.
Mm.
I meet you and you're in Ireland. I met Dee and
Oh,
she's
England, yeah,
in, yeah, England, you know, and I feel like I get to visit the different lands
yeah.
in different countries and figure out maybe where I want to adventure because I have that value of wanting to venture out and explore. It's like, oh, where do I want to explore next? Where do I
Mm.
want to maybe connect and meet people in person you know, in their regions of the world?
Brilliant.
Because there's so much beauty in all the different cultures and all the different regions of the
Mm.
world that we don't know until we open up to that possibility there also.
Brilliant. Yeah, and the world is getting smaller. It's it's I think technology is great the way that we can do this. Um, where before and God, not that long ago, where 5, 10 years ago, where we'd be writing letters and we'd be sending, post off. That's the thing that's the past now.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's great. I mean, like I said, I'm in Ireland and you're in America, and we could be talking to somebody wherever, uh, just like that with technology.
Yes. Yes. And I'm trying to get back to writing letters because I find that my clients love them. And it's
Right.
like, ooh, wait, pen, paper. Let me remember how to do this.
But I still have my pen and paper, and it's I never got used to writing things down on the computer and or even now the phone that people are using the phone. Yeah, there you go. And it's no, I still like the pen and paper. Yeah,
Yeah. I do too. I'm not used to I used to send letters all the time and send like note cards and things like that.
mm,
And that's the part I'm getting back into really staying connected with people in a personal way and not
right.
just in an email way. Because our
Yeah,
emails get flooded, or
yeah.
mine does.
But that's the thing with technology too. It's there's a distance there where if you're writing a letter, it's more personal because you have to
Mhm.
sit down, you really have to concentrate and you have to think about it and take physical action. Uh,
Yeah.
People can say the same, I suppose, by typing, but I think it's when you write with a pen and paper, it's different. that it has a different effect on the body.
It does. And there's been studies to show that when we write like affirmations, when we
Mm,
write words of positivity, that our unconscious mind actually starts believing some of the things that maybe it didn't believe before. In building that conscious and unconscious awareness and that alignment. So I there's a lot of power in writing and taking that pen to paper and actually, building that inner trust within ourselves.
absolutely, yeah. Not to mention the exercise we get by using our fingers. All of these things are important.
It's great. My fingers have more muscle in it now.
Well, it might sound strange, but my father, he's 96 now, and he for the last 6 weeks now, he's been in the care home, and he's saying, "I can't use my fingers," and he won't use them, but because he's not using them, eating is difficult for him because he can't use the knife and fork, and so he's dependent on somebody else. So, I mean, that is the importance of keeping using it. It might sound like a simple little thing, but if we don't use them, we lose them. And it's so important. I've noticed that time is going by, seems to go by so fast. And it's like I'm still thinking I was only yesterday that I was 38 and now I'm 66, and it's like, whoa, where did that time go? And it's like gone in a flash. And I'm still thinking, but I haven't done this, and this yet, you know? It's like, whoa, better catch up, boy.
To that, I'm like, I'm getting the Medicare and stuff, and I'm like, wait, am I that old? It's like, and I just posted this morning. I'm like, welcome July. How did you get here so fast? Didn't we just start in January? Wasn't that last month? It's like it seems like the older we get, time just keeps going faster and faster
Yeah,
and faster. It's like, wait, stop, pause, slow down.
yeah, yeah. But life is pretty interesting like that too. And I think once you get past a certain age, everything is, yeah, not to worry. It'll tomorrow or the next day, and it's like what people used to always say about the Mexican way. And I suppose like when you're in Mexico and places like that, countries that are very warm, you have to just sort of go slow. But I think as
Yeah,
you get older as well, the realization, what's the hurry? What's the rush? It's take your time, and it's life is for living and to enjoy. That there's why are we rushing to the graveside? Who who wants to rush the who wants to rush the journey? Let take time and smell the flowers and look at them things
yeah,
behind me. What are they? Sunflowers.
yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's really, smelling the flowers. It's, figuring out where we can experience that joy and that happiness and that peace and that calm and not continuously running the race of life,
Yeah.
um, but really settling into the joy of life and not, I don't know, settling doesn't sound right. Really experiencing the joy of life and
Mm.
tapping into those experiences that light us up.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah,
And you mentioned it there at the start, about the human being, not the doing. And it's when we open up to our own magnificence and our own divinity that's inside and allow that to come forth. Now we can really live a productive life because I think it's about finding our gifts and sharing them with the world.
hmm
It's that we're showing up every day and we're being the best version that we can be, and we're giving of ourselves, we're sharing of ourselves instead of trying to take all of the time. Realize that we just need to shine, we just need to light up and to give out to the world, and it'll come back.
right. Yes. And don't wait until we're perfect at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, where we are now, that's this is all we have is this very moment.
Yep.
it
Exactly.
yeah, it's like saying, "Oh, I better not say that. That might sound stupid." And it's like, no, no, no. Say whatever's on it, let it rip. And it's time waits for no man. And I think when something, I think in many ways we're becoming too PC. Oh, we can't say that. We can't do that. I think when you kind of, if it's something in there that needs to come out, it needs to come out.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And it'll connect with the people that it will connect with, and it won't with the people that it won't. And that's
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not that we're purposely trying to offend people, but it's, as I say, sometimes honesty hurts or the truth hurts,
Right.
whatever that expression is. Yeah. Yeah. But
Well, and so many people have like put on these masks
mm,
and really sheltered their authentic self because they have this fear of really shining as their authentic self
mm,
or displaying self-expression and being who they desire to be or what brings them joy, in fear of others not welcoming it.
yeah.
And it's really shining to find out who our tribe is,
Yeah.
shining to find out, where we can have that positive impact and really lead the way on our path for those that are also struggling with that same thing to follow because we have followers. So often we're looking ahead at, you know, who we want to be like, but we forget that these people back here are really looking to see, what we're doing so they can follow us.
Hmm.
And so we're leaders and followers, and it's really, kind of shedding that mask and allowing for that authenticity to shine
That's it.
through.
And it's somebody once said, we need to be ourselves because everybody else is taken.
Yes,
You know, and,
exactly.
and like you said, it's not to be afraid of. Yes, we all like to be liked and we like people to accept us, but still at the same time, I think we need to have people accept us and like us for who we are, not for who
Hmm.
we think they want us to be. And it's only when we drop the illusion and sort of be ourselves and allow that to bubble up. And then that allows everybody else then to be themselves in whatever way they want
Yes.
to show up.
Yeah, because wearing those masks can be exhausting, and then we
Mm.
forget who we are.
That's it. That's it. So true. So true. Kat,
Yes.
it's lovely talking to you. We could have a chat all night and we could explore all sorts of things, but for the benefit of our listeners, we shall bid you adieu. We'd like to thank everybody for watching and for watching the replay. If listening to Kat has stilled or woken up something inside you and you want to reach out, her contact information will be in the comments later on, and please feel free. Um, there's a hive of information there, and it's when you listen and when you feel the energy of the words and get the truth of what Kat is saying. So once again, I'd like to thank everybody for watching and for showing up tonight in the Coming Home to You network. We'll see you again on the next.